There used to be wild camels in Texas. That is the strange backstory behind our first page Friday pick, Once Upon a Camel. I'm Miss Melissa at the Oosterhout Free Library, and I've been telling everyone I know there used to be wild camels in Texas. I'll tell you why after we look at the beginning of Once Upon a Camel by Kathy Appelt, illustrated by Eric Roman, and published by Athenaeum Books. We're in the foothills of the Chazos Mountains in West Texas in 1910. Incoming! Even in her sleep, Zada recognized that voice. The old camel raised one eyelid. It was still dark. There was at least an hour left before dawn. She did not recall setting an early alarm bird. Zada settled deeper into her sandy furrow, yawned. But before she could drift back off, here it came, a high-speed bundle of flapping kestrel feathers. American kestrel, to be specific, smallest of the falcon family, and it barreled directly towards Zada's face. Peck, 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 peck. Ouch, ouch, ouch! Zada, wake up! Perlita, in a pecking frenzy. Ouch, 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 more ouch! Any chance for more sleep was now fully dashed. Zada, Perlita said, it's the worst news. Perlita did a hoppity-hoppity dance on Zada's nose. Then she puffed herself up, so anxious she could hardly contain herself. Zada waited. Perlita puffed. Long pause. More puffing. Long pause number 2. Puff, puff, puff. Long pause number 5,863. Extreme puffing. Finally, Zada couldn't stand it. Chirp it out, she said. At last, Perlita, still maximally puffed, cut loose with a dizzying torrent of words that quickly turned into a torrent, which she strung together into an array of keys and killies. At best, Zada could make out. Perlita's monologue went something like this. There's a mountain coming towards us. A huge, huge mountain, the tallest in history, and it's so big and it's so tall, it's taking up the entire world, the entire universe, and it's moving our way. Perlita's voice had gone so fevered that it made Zada wince, even without the message that was attached to it. And the message was, it's going to eat us, Zada, I'm telling you. There's a mountain coming our way. It's sucking everything into its big, big, big behemoth belly. Zada looked around. It was still dark, and she could tell by the thin rays of the dawn's early light that the Chazos Mountains sat squarely in the same places they'd always sat. She could see their peaks, right where they should be, just below the stars. I don't see anything, said Zada, trying to fathom what on earth had ruffled Perlita's feathers. You can't see it from here, said Perlita, her distress growing by the second. It's coming across the canyon. The canyon? asked Zada. From their vantage point near the creek, the canyon was hidden behind a set of ridges and a wide plateau. Ordinarily, Zada avoided the canyon. When she stood at the top of it and stared down its steep, jagged walls, it made her dizzy. Standing at the bottom of it and looking up at the steep, jagged walls, she got woozy. I think there's going to be a lot of dizzy and woozy in Zada's future. Now, how did she get there? In 1855, the U.S. Army brought camels, mainly from North Africa, into the West for a total of about 75. The plan was to carry heavy loads. Of course, camels are good at that. But the Camel Corps only lasted about a decade. The terrain was bad for the camels' hooves. People didn't like how they smelled because they spit up vomit, they urinate on their legs to stay cool. So compared to that, mules looked pretty good. But the big thing was the Civil War got in the way. The war came, some of the camels were seized by the Confederacy. Pretty soon, they were sold for a variety of purposes. Some escaped, some were just set free, which is why really we should call them feral camels, because feral is an animal that was not, brought there by nature naturally, but was escaped or came there for some other reason. For some more on the camel cores of Texas, you can look at the back of our book. You can go to the author's website, which I put in the description box. Also in the description box, I found fascinating articles on this in 2 prestigious magazines, National Geographic and Smithsonian. You never know what you're going to find in a book at the Oosterhout Free Library. Wild camels. Who knew? So check us out. I hope to see you soon at the Oosterhout Free Library.